Hi, I'm Megan, and today we're going to do yoga for stress release. So we start in a comfortable seated position, spine straight. You can cross your legs or you can come onto the knees, whatever feels better for you and your body. So let's inhale the shoulders up to the ears, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Really fill the lungs. Inhale up, exhale back. And we'll start with our breath, because most of the time people breathe in the upper part of their lung, their chest, which actually puts your body into a stress response mode. So we're going to breathe into the belly, which calms the body, calms the mind, and puts it into a rest and digest mode. So first, just focus on where the breath is now. You can close your eyes if that feels better for you. Open the palms to the ceiling and notice how the breath is coming into the nose and out of the nose. Just feeling the air, noticing any sounds around you, any tastes, any smells, coming into this moment now. Notice if your breath is coming into the chest or the belly, short and sharp breaths or long and deep, without changing, just noticing where you are right now. And on your next inhale, send the breath into the chest for a count of 3. Exhale through the nose. Count of 3 into the chest. Continue into the back, big breath. Exhale back. Exhale chest. Just notice how, keep going, notice how your breath is getting a little bit longer. And feel any effects on the body. Take one more into the chest. Now place your hand on your belly. And as you breathe out, you're pushing the belly out to the knees. So as you breathe in, you're pushing the belly towards the knees. Continue to the chest and the back. Exhale back, chest. As you exhale, the belly is coming in. You're squeezing all of the air out like a balloon. Inhale, blow the balloon up. Exhale back, chest, bring the belly in. Now have another go at that at your own pace. And gradually come back to your natural breath. Now notice how your natural breath has changed. Notice if you feel a bit calmer, a bit more grounded. So, let's begin with our warm-up. First, we're going to focus on the neck. Lots of us are working from home at the moment. Maybe we haven't got the same office space as before, so our neck might be more strained, our shoulders might be more strained. We might be sitting for longer because we're inside. So, we will straighten the spine on the inhale. As you exhale, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit extra, just rest the right hand. Don't pull it, just rest, letting gravity give you a deeper stretch here. And try to make sure that shoulder's back. You should feel it all down the neck, in the shoulder. Inhale back up and notice any differences between the two sides of the neck. We'll go to the other side, so inhale, straighten the spine, shoulders back. Exhale, drop the left ear. If this is enough, stay here. If not, bring the hand to just rest. We're not pulling. Notice if this side is any stiffer or perhaps it's a bit looser. Just getting to know your body. Keep breathing. Inhale up, exhale, release. Next, drop the chin down to the chest, keeping the spine straight. You should feel a nice stretch down the back. If you want more, you can interlace the fingers, place the thumbs down the neck and the hands at the base of your head. Again, drop the chin, bring the elbows in, keeping the spine straight. Notice how that stretch deepens. Totally relax the head, relax the elbows. Keep breathing. Inhale and push the head into the hands to protect the neck as you come up. Release on the exhale and notice how the blood feels freer and the tension is gone, hopefully. So next we'll bring our right hand out. Inhale, straight spine. You might already start to feel a stretch down here. We're keeping our body central. Look over the left and drop the chin down to the chest. You should feel an intense stretch down the front of the shoulder, perhaps down the side of the neck. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. More stretch, just walk the fingertips out, keeping them active. Inhale and release. Notice if there's any difference between the two sides. And we'll go for the other side. So left fingers out. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale over the shoulder. Drop the chin down. Walk those fingers out for a deeper stretch. Inhale up and release. Hopefully you feel more release in your shoulder and your neck, a better blood flow. Now, let's bring our legs out in front of us. You might want to shake them out, they've been crossed for a while. Inhale the right knee bent and exhale it over the left knee. Bring the left arm around. So we're going to hug the outside of the knee. Inhale, reach for the ceiling and turn to the back. Place the hand behind you to maintain your straight spine. Looking over the shoulder, just giving your spine a nice twist. If this is too much for the neck, you can bring the head forward. Your choice. If you need a little bit more stretch, bring the elbow to the outside of the knee, or you can straighten the arm, or you can bind through the leg. Every inhale, you are growing taller with the spine. Every exhale, you're deepening your twist. Twists are very good for your digestive system. It also helps to rejuvenate the nerves of the spine, detoxifying. Inhale the head forward. Exhale, release. And we'll go again on the other leg. So bend the left knee on the inhale. Exhale over the right. Inhale nice and straight, hug the outside of the knee. Inhale to the sky. And support yourself around the back. Notice if this side feels any different. And again, you can use the elbow bent, straight, or bind. And bring yourself to the front again. And we're going to bend the left heel to the left buttocks, the right heel to the right buttocks. Now, if your hips are quite tight, you may not be able to get into this position, so just bring this leg wherever it feels good, keeping both of the bottom cheeks on the floor. So your one knee is in front of you, and this knee is coming stacked on top if that's available to your body, or just wherever it feels good. You're going to hold the ankles, flex the feet. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, bring the chin in line with the floor. move yourself forward from the hips. Don't push it, just feel a nice stretch. If you want to open your shoulders a little bit more, you can interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale tall, exhale, bring them up and over. Opening the shoulders, stretching the shoulder blades. Try to relax the neck, relax the head. Inhale up, exhale, release. You might need to just windshield out the legs. And we'll go for the other side. So this time the right leg is going on the bottom and we're crossing the left leg over. So again, it might be here or it might be all the way around. Cow face pose. Inhale, straight spine. Chin in line with the floor. Exhale, forward. Notice the stretch on the outside of the thigh. This is a nice one for sciatica. Relieving the hips and the lower back. And interlace the fingers if you want to, but keep the thumb on top. That doesn't feel quite right this time. The other thumb. If this is too much, you can just bring the hands onto the back. Inhale up. Exhale. Release, windshield. And bring yourself onto all fours. So we measure the knees under the hips by bringing the middle finger to the outside of one knee and the elbow to the outside of the other. Once you've done that, bring the elbows to the knees and we go one arm length, one hand length. That will bring the wrists under the shoulders. So from this side, one arm, one hand. Whenever your hands are on the floor, make sure there is a little gap so that you're cushioning the wrists and claw in with the fingertips. So let's inhale into a cow position, dropping the belly, looking up, shoulders back. Exhale, bring the navel to the spine and push away from the floor with your feet and your hands. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, arching the back. Take a few more rounds with your own breath. Just activating and stretching the spine, releasing any tension here. Coming back to center, take a big inhale. As you exhale, just move the head to look behind you, look through the toes. See if you can get to the opposite side toes. Inhale, center, exhale, the other side. Again, see if you can see the toes of the opposite side of the body. Continue with your own breath. So you're inhaling back, exhaling forward, stretching out the intercostal muscles, the muscles in between your ribs, which can quite often be squashed for long periods of time when we're working or watching TV. And bring yourself to center when you're ready. You might want to take one more cat-cow just to iron out anything. So back to center. Now we're going to do more of a shoulder stretch. So inhale, the hands up, right hand up to the ceiling. Open that chest. Keep the knees and the hips in line. Keep your body straight. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the hand under, bringing the shoulder down and the ear down. Relax the arms. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can inhale the arm and just tuck it behind your back, opening the chest and bringing it on to your upper thigh. If this is not happening for you, bring the hand back for some support. Keep breathing and feeling the tension breeze out of your body with your breath. On your next exhale, push yourself back up to center and bring the left arm up. Open that chest, exhale, thread it through, so we're threading the needle. past the Balasana. If this feels fine, stay here. Try to relax the arms, the neck, the face. Or you can inhale the right hand up and thread it under. Thread it to the thigh. Now I'm doing the same side twice, but I'm just showing you. On your next exhale, push yourself back up. Take a breath. And tuck the toes, slowly bringing yourself up to standing and walk to the front of your mat. So inhale, straight spine. Exhale, bend forward from the hips. You can bend the knees, bring yourself down to the mat. Inhale, push away from the floor, head and chest up halfway. Exhale, step back into a plank position, keeping your shoulder and your hips in line. Push through the heels. And you're going to bring yourself into Chaturanga Dandasana, keeping the elbows in, or knees, chest, chin. Ashtanga Namaskara. So see which one feels better for you. Inhale into upward facing dog. If this is not an option for you, you can drop the thighs into cobra. Your choice. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Push through the heels, push through the fingertips. Remember to keep that gap under your hands to support the wrists. Let the neck hang loose and push the hips to the opposite side of the room. Try to sit on the wall behind you. Bend the knees, inhale, look up, and bring the right foot in between the hands. You can walk it up if you need to. However you get there is fine. Drop the back knee and the back foot. And inhale the arms up and back into half crescent, Ardha Chandrasana. Take a few breaths here. Nice back bend. You should start to feel your energy coming up, and also a release in the hip flexor, the left hip flexor. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the toes and push yourself into a high lunge. You can rest the hands on the knee, or you can bring yourself up nice and straight. Push the front foot forward and the back foot back, so you're creating like a traction on the mat. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart. Come into a revolved side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale down. Bring yourself to hands and knees, and you can push back up into downward facing dog. Notice now if the legs feel different, if there's any loosening. Inhale, bend the knees, look up. Exhale, bring the left foot to the front of the mat, drop the back knee and foot. Inhale into Ardha Chandrasana, half crescent pose. Take some breaths. Remember your belly breaths. Your breath should not be in your chest, it should be in the belly. Exhale, bring the hands down, tuck the back toe, and exhale yourself up to high plank. Choose where you want your hands. Just also make sure your knee is over the ankle, so it's a 90 degrees here to protect the knee. Bring the hands into prayer pose. Inhale. Exhale, revolved side angle. Keep breathing. Inhale, front. Exhale, place the hands. This time, step back fully into downward facing dog. Just stretching out the legs. Taking some breaths here. Inhale the right leg up. It can be bent if you want. You can bend the left knee. Just make sure you're not putting too much strain on any of your joints. And just turn to the side, opening the chest, bringing the back foot towards the buttock, opening into three-legged dog, Tripada Mukha Svanasana. Feel the lengthening of the right side, the hip. Exhale, back down to downward facing dog. And we'll just come to the knees. Take a cat-cow. And come into your plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana or Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knees if you need to. Exhale, twist to the side, looking under the armpit, bringing the foot to the buttock. You're really pushing away from the mat with your hands and pushing back through the right heel. On your next exhale, bring yourself into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look up. Bring yourself to the front of the mat. You can jump, step, or walk. And we'll come back up to standing. Exhale yourself, legs wide. Coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Bump the hips to the right. Bring the wrists in line with the shoulders. Big inhale. And exhale to the left. So we just push the hips to the right so we have extra space here to come down. And make sure your arms are still in line. You can hold above or below the knee, but don't put weight on the knee because it can affect the joint. Or if you want to work on your core, release the bottom hand. Inhale, push up to the ceiling. Exhale the other side. So bump the hips to the left. So here again, we're opening the intercostal muscles, the muscles in between the ribs, allowing the lungs to breathe at their full capacity. So take a big in-breath here. Exhale, push up to the ceiling and bring yourself back to center. Bring the hands to hips. Inhale, spine straight. Exhale, forward, keeping the chin in line with the floor, keeping the tailbone tucked under to protect the lower back. And from here, you can widen the legs if you want to reach the hands down and bend the knees if that makes it easier. Just do whatever your body needs to get to this position. So we're just opening up the vertebra of the spine. Walk your hands out as far as it feels comfortable and feel the lengthening in the spine, under the arms. If you're feeling too much pressure on the knees, bend them and let the neck hang loose. Walk yourself to the right side of your body. Now you'll feel the stretch down the side more. Inhale to center. You might want to look up. Take a breath so we don't get dizzy. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Take a breath. And just come to the knees. We'll just sit in Virdrasana. If this is too uncomfortable on the knees, you can take a different sitting position. Just bring the breath back, bring the blood back. When we are in an inversion, which means your head is below the heart, the blood is coming to the cells in the brain, calming the nervous system, de-stressing. And just bring yourself onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Again, if this is uncomfortable on the knees, there's always a way around it, so bring the hands under the knees and squeeze them in. See what feels best for you. tucking the chin to the chest. Bring the knees together. Big inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees to the right side. Turn to the left and bring the left arm out straight. You should feel a nice twist in the back. You can also bring the arm into a cactus position, which is a 90-degree bend at the elbow. This just opens out the front shoulder, the pectoral muscles. When we are on the computer a lot or watching the TV, most of the time our shoulders are in here. So opening and stretching them out will help the blood flow, oxygenating all of the tissue and the muscles there. Inhale everything to center. Exhale to the other side and choose how you want your right arm, out straight or cactus position. Just relaxing and focusing on your breath, listening to the sounds around you, being in the moment. Inhale to center. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Tuck the tailbone up towards the ceiling and drop it onto the floor to make sure all of the vertebrae are touching the floor as much as possible. And just let the knees drop open. Relax the knees, relax the thighs, relax the glutes, relax the belly. Choose your hand position. You can have them cactus, you can have them straight out to the sides, or you can even have them above your head. Just see which stretch you like the most in your arms and keep them there. If you want to intensify the stretch in your hips, you can also bring your hands to your inner thighs and just weight them down a little bit. So we're not pushing, we're just resting the hands. And this is a really good hip opener. If you think we're sedentary for many hours of the day, sitting, driving, and this is a really great way to open up the hips, create more blood flow in this area. Deep breaths into the belly, keeping your body in a rest and digest mode, avoiding stress. On your next inhale, bring the knees together and pressing the vertebra into the floor, bring the knees to the chest and straighten them up, pushing the heels into the ceiling, resting the hands on the floor, chin to chest. Creating a different way for your blood to flow. So your blood is pulling towards the heart and the mind. More blood, more oxygen. You might start to shake, that's fine. Let it all happen. Just observe what's happening to your body. Sensations, movements. On your next exhale, bend the knees to the side. Bring your hands up to the toes. If they don't reach the toes, you can bring them onto the shins. And just bend the knees towards the floor. Another hip opener, happy baby pose. So that means you have to smile. You can rock side to side if that feels good, or you can just stay still, letting the weight of the hands pull the knees towards the ground. Deep breaths. The whole of your torso is open, is able to fill the lungs. So remember, belly, chest, back, back, chest, belly. You might start to feel a wave of calm wash over your body, removing stress, anxiety, tension. On your next exhale, push your feet up, straighten the knees as much as you feel comfortable with. And exhale, tighten the core and try to bring the legs down without raising the lower back. That was just a challenge. Bring the feet as wide as the mat. Tuck the pelvis under, flattening the lower back as much as possible. Shoulders away from the ears, roll them under the body. And let the hands come slightly away from the body, palms facing the ceiling. Tuck the chin down to the chest, lengthening the neck. You are in our final position, Shavasana. Shavasana is the time of the practice to let the energy settle, to let the muscles rest, to let your heart rate slow down, and to calm the mind. So bring your attention back to the breath. Feel the breath coming into the nose and out of the nose. Notice how you're breathing and whether it's changed from the start of the session. And when you're ready, you can take a deep belly breath. Push the belly up to the ceiling, count for 3. Chest, 3, 2, 1. Back, feeling the back press against the mat. The whole of your lungs expanded. Exhale back. Chest is dropping. Belly is falling. Take 2 more deep belly breaths. Visualize the air filling up your lungs like a sand timer. And return to your natural breath. Scan your body from the toes to the head, every part of the body. And on the exhale, let them feel heavy. Let them go. The toes, the feet, ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs. Let them go. The hips, lower back, abdomen. Release and let them go. The belly, the chest and the back, softening into the mat. The shoulders feeling weightless. Upper arms, elbows, the lower arms and the wrists. The hands and the fingers feeling heavy. Releasing what you no longer need to hold on to. Let it go. Release the throat and the jaw. Let the tongue drop to the bottom of your mouth. Imagine each vertebrae of the neck dropping to the floor like raindrops. Letting go. Soften the forehead, the eyebrows and the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth, the ears, the head. Letting go. Giving yourself this time to rest, relax, and let go. Just start to bring movement back to the body, wiggling the toes and the fingers. As you take a big in-breath, stretch the arms up and over your head. Stretch the toes in the other direction. And as you exhale, roll to the left side. Take a few breaths. Give yourself a hug and tell yourself everything is okay. Keeping your eyes closed, on your next exhale, sit yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, shoulders to ears, exhale down. Again. Last time. Now take your palms of your hands, rub them together, create some heat energy. Bring them over the eyes. Inhale. As you exhale, release the hands, blinking the eyes open, hands to heart center. Namaste.